Everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have to talk about what Chet Holmgren is doing early in this season. This man has leveled up, and we're going to break down what he's done against the Nuggets and the Bulls in these first two games. Holy hell, Chet looks good. If you're enjoying the content, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And Chet Holmgren, this to me is like the one-place summation of everything he's done. Chet isolating onto Michael Porter Jr. and just putting him in the basket, overwhelming him with size and strength. Like, what is this, Chet Holmgren? They called you too skinny. He remembers that. And Chet is dominating on the interior in a way that he really didn't last year, at least consistently, where last year so much of Chet's value came with his spacing, and he's not even shooting as well this year from three, but he is just dominating on the interior, making it look really easy, catching on the roll, just eviscerating a porous Bulls back line on this play, getting up in traffic easily. But he did this against the Nuggets, of course, and his matchup against Jokic was just really impressive, as we'll keep getting into. Chet getting dunk it strong there with Giddey in the vicinity, a little revenge game. Perhaps Chet's able to drive right past Vooch here too and just scoop it in for the drawing the foul actually right there. Most slower-footed bigs are just going to have no chance against Chet. That's been the case for even last year. Chet was able to do that, but especially as he continues to get stronger and more balanced and poised. And he gave Jokic fits all night on both ends. And the Nuggets have a lot of issues, I think, but Chet attacking an early offense. And maybe I'll make a whole video on Oklahoma City's offense if people want that. But, man, this offense is so fun. J-Dub setting an early slip screen here in transition to get Gordon and Jokic out of position a little bit, and Chet's able to do the rest, take it to the rim, burn Jokic all the way to the bucket. He is such a damn good player, and his pull-up mid-range shooting has been fantastic too. Like, how many teams can have their 7-footer? And the Thunder, sometimes I feel like the positionless basketball thing is a little overrated. Like, there really are positions and archetypes in basketball. The Thunder are one of the teams that really don't care at all. Like, they will have their center spotting up in the corner and taking two dribbles and pulling up over a defender because he has that unbelievable skill set. And it just allows for so much versatility in this offense. Chet again going to roll here, just catch the ball. The Nuggets were playing a lot of this soft middle kind of area against the Thunder, trying to take away the paint, of course. But AJ Mitchell, shout out AJ Mitchell, that's my guy. Little pick and roll, Jokic is backpedaling, Russ tries to contest, but Chet Holmgren was just not missing a shot like that. Really, really impressive. And again, we see Chet matched up here against Nikola Jokic is going to get walled off this time and then get walled off. He's not a perfect post scorer, of course, right? There's still going to be growing pains against guys like Jokic, especially the bigger, stronger players, especially when other players are coming and helping. But I really do like the mentality overall, not being afraid to go at these guys and fail, because that's going to happen, right? Chet's going to still settle for some really tough shots and not be able to convert on plays like this. But again, the aggressive mentality, like, he looks like a guy who wants to score 25, 30 a game, which is awesome. That's huge for the Thunder if that can actually happen. And of course, he's just going to pull up in transition. How many teams run this little flip back to their center? The Lakers are doing it with Anthony Davis these days. And just can a little mid-range jumper. Chet is such a cool player, man. He's one of my favorites to watch, and it is very cool to watch him level up. Again, here in the corner, attacking a closeout. Like, he really does make the Jokic matchup tough because Jokic cannot cover ground well enough to match up with Chet. Like, he just can't move in space the way that he wants to, like, contained to the paint, dropping backwards. Like, when he has to sprint and try to stop and turn the other direction, he just can't do it. And that is a massive win for Chet. And that's not Jokic. That's most centers. And Chet just punishes them in that way. And his shot has been really off. I don't think he's made a three yet. Some of these misses are kind of ugly. Hits the front of the rim there. That's almost an air ball. And then on this one, Chet's going to have another ugly miss here. Pretty wide open. The release is looking kind of slow and flatter than last year maybe, and the footwork's kind of all over the place. I don't know exactly what's going on. The Thunder as a whole, as you can see right here, I think they just showed it on the broadcast, 2-14. Like, they're just not making threes to start the season, and they're still winning, obviously, resoundingly. So I trust Chet overall to get right from deep. He has such a good track record of shooting that I do think he'll be a fine shooter. And the mid-range stuff and all of that helps for confidence as well. And then defensively, like, he owned the Jokic matchup too. Obviously, Jokic got him at times, and we'll get to that. But Chet guarding Jokic in the post here, the Thunder were able to bring a ton of help. Like, the spacing was just atrocious. This is not about Denver, but Westbrook, Peyton Watson, Aaron Gordon all on the floor at the same time next to Jokic can't happen. It can't happen. Look at the Thunder. All 5 of their defenders are literally in the paint. There's no threat here, and Strother's just standing way out there. Like, Jokic could pass there, but he's not making himself available, filling. You know, there's no cutting the motion here. Like, yeah, the Nuggets are really bad depth-wise, but some of the rotational decisions I think have exacerbated, and Chet Duncan in transition there, have exacerbated the issues. Anyways, Chet had a couple plays early in this game where he was able to deny entry passes to Jokic, just being really physical, bodying up, and then using his length to swat these passes. Gordon tries to enter it into Jokic there, and then we're going to get Christian Brown trying. Chet just holding his position, poking the ball out. AJ Mitchell grabs it, like, really good, heady, perceptive posty, and Jokic did get him on a couple of these. Like, it's going to happen with Jokic, but oh my goodness, this block is so filthy. Chet elevates off 1 foot, annihilates Michael Porter Jr., who did not have a great one in this Thunder game. Oh my lord. He is one of the most mean-spirited, violent shot blockers, and he's going to come over and annihilate Desumu's shot right there. It's really, really mean, and Io ends up not getting it back on that play. Ball is to the Thunder, but again, against Jokic in the post, 1v1, and definitely OKC's ability to help and bother him. Like, look at Cason Wallace doing his job, digging around, making Jokic's life hard. OKC's help certainly, well, helps, but look at Chet, man. He gets beat initially by this great spin move, but he's able to recover and block it from behind, just barely tips that ball out and forces a miss. Insanely impressive, like, insanely impressive plays throughout this entire performance from Chet. And yeah, he's going to get beat at some points by Jokic, just like his level of strength touch. He's Jokic. It's Nikola Jokic. I don't know what to tell you. He's going to win a lot. But really, this was a fantastic performance, not just by Chet, of course, but by the whole Oklahoma City Thunder defense. They were really impressive. And yeah, like, he can do this same shit against Vooch too. I mean, Vooch gave him a couple buckets, but still, Chet has the strength and the agility and the technique and all of that stuff to just not allow these guys to drive at him. But I think the offensive stuff has honestly been more impressive. We knew how great of a defensive player he was. I ranked him in the top 10 in my top 10 defender series. Or the top 25 defender series I just did. He's already an incredible defender, but some of the aggression and like the process on offense with how confidently he's playing, how decisively he's attacking, how versatile his options are, and this is all without a 3-ball. Like, once the 3 starts falling again, whew, it is going to be over. I am so hyped about this Thunder team, and I'm so hyped about Chet. And let me know what you think about him and about the Thunder. Are they winning it all? Man, they're going to give Boston a run for it. I really think they will.